Hey everybody, welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and you are not being deceived. This is 100% real. Gamera is coming to Godzilla Battleline. We just got all of this information officially on the Godzilla Battleline Summit that happened this morning. Literally, it just ended, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, right before I'm uploading this video, 6 minutes ago maybe. I put this video together while the stream was happening, or I put together this PowerPoint while the stream was happening. So I'm going to go over all of the important information that we learned on stream. I'm going to start with all of the Gamera stuff. There's going to be timestamps down below. I know a lot of people are just going to be here for Gamera stuff, so that's going to be the front end of this video. All the other Battleline information is going to be timestamped down below. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through it, but I'm just going to go. I have a translator app on my phone just so I can make sure I'm getting the right information out to you, or at least as close as possible, because all of the graphics that they posted are in Japanese, and the ones that go on Facebook are in English, but those usually don't happen for a few hours. So, Gamera and Godzilla Battleline. What is coming to the game? Gamera arrives on... Glitching out. What the hell? Gamera arrives on September 7th, which is also the start of the new season. It's also the same day that Gamera's new show on Netflix comes out. So, Gamera, September 7th. He will be the Battle Pass character. Gyaos. Gyaos will be added on September 15th. They are not in the Battle Pass. However, do not use any of your Battle Pass boxes before Gyaos shows up. Do not use your 4-star maps either before Gyaos shows up, because he will be retroactively added to the maps when the season begins. So, the season starts on the 17th. 6 days later, Gyaos joins. Hold all of your boxes for Gyaos, because there's no easy way to get him that we know of. So, if you hold all your Battle Pass boxes, you have a chance of pulling him. If you hold your 4-star maps, you have a chance of pulling him. Gamera. This is his abilities. I'm kind of covering the screen, but I'm going to read them to you, and I'm going to translate them on my app like I did on the stream. He is a 4-star, and he's a 5-cost, and he's a ground unit. His normal attack can hit ground, air, facilities, and buildings, and he can attack the leader. Attacks are different for ground units and air units, and he attacks air units with flame bullets. The flame bullets deal 25% damage to enemy units and gives a knockback effect. And we saw gameplay of it in the stream. If you want to go watch that, I have my footage and they have theirs, and I'll talk about Gamera stuff eventually as well. But his knockback is crazy. His damage is really good. He looks like Kamen Rider on steroids against the air units. Against the ground units, it doesn't say it here, but in the gameplay, he just hits them with his hands. It didn't look very powerful. And then when he's a leader, it says, in a special move, in addition to damaging and knocking back the enemy within a fan-shaped range, the damage to the enemy flying units on the field is increased, giving it an advantage over flying units. And so in the gameplay, it did look like he was doing like a debuff to them. It looked like he's making it like giving like a defense down or something to the flying units. So that ability was a 3-cost leader ability. I do not remember the time it was that it takes to reset, but it was 3 costs for sure. It looks like an okay leader ability. It doesn't look very powerful. Now, Gyaos. Gyaos is interesting. Gyaos is a 4-star flying character, and I don't remember if Gyaos was a 4... I think Gyaos is a 4-cost to deploy. I remember it was 3 or 4. But Gyaos is a really interesting new ability. Gyaos is a swarm unit and is a 4-star. It's our first 4-star swarm unit, and it's flying. So the normal attack of Gyaos attacks on the ground units and in the air units, facilities, and the leaders. Performs a long-range single target attack with an ultrasonic scalpel. The first flight swarm of Godzilla Battleline. It has the ability to increase the number of bodies that appear at each time in battle. So when you spawn Gyaos the first time, there is one small Gyaos. He will die. Or maybe no, I'm sorry. When you spawn the first time, there's 2 Gyaos, and they're small. They'll die. The third time you spawn Gyaos, there's going to be 3 small Gyaos. They'll die. The fourth time you spawn Gyaos, there's going to be 1 big Gyaos and 3 small ones. They'll die. The 5th time you spawn them, there's going to be 2 big ones and 3 small ones. It is unknown at this time if the big Gyaos have different stats than the smaller ones. I don't think so. It didn't really look like it. I think it's just cosmetic. But after 4 spawns of Gyaos, you will have 5 of them on the board. We've never seen anything like that in this game. Super, super interesting. I'm very excited to see Gyaos in the actual meta. They showed gameplay of him on stream. Looks very sick. Gamera also looks very sick. Those are their abilities. Next, for Gamera, from the season of Gamera is from the 7th of September to the 6th of October, and you're going to get a reward. So by logging in for a total of 8 days during the season, you will get 2 pickup exploration maps for Gamera and Godzilla Earth. They're going to be together. Those are like the scam maps that are like worth 2,000. And they're pairing Gamera and Earth together because they're both Netflix animes, and the director of the Earth trilogy is also the director of the new Gamera thing, or show. So there's going to be a login calendar where you're going to get 2 chances of Gamera for free just by logging in. Love that. This is the Battle Pass banner, and just a note that it goes from September 7th to October 6th. We just talked about that. Here are 2 offers. Pretty standard stuff. The one on the right is probably going to be 4,500 G-Stones, like it always is. And the one on the left, if I had to guess, is probably going to be like $15 or something like that. So keep that in mind, but we are getting Gamera cosmetics added to the game. Next, so that's the end of the Gamera stuff. There is Gamera gameplay. I guess I could pull up Gamera gameplay in a second, but I'll go over all the other information for this stream. So that's all the Gamera stuff. Pretty cool. Next is the buffs and nerfs for next season. So no leader nerfs, just unit ones. On the left is Des Ghidorah. He's getting increased attack power and increased HP. Godzilla Earth is getting increased attack power, increased HP, and increased surge distance. Earth didn't need a buff. Earth is really good. Earth is just getting a lot better. The final one with the purple, that's a nerf. Kumo Augment. 3 nerfs. Kumo Augment is getting his cost increased. They are shortening up his range. They are decreasing his range, and they are shortening the amount of time he stuns units. They are really sticking it to Kumo. They are really trying to get him out of the meta. So Kumo enjoyers, I'm sorry, but your time might be up. We're gonna have to see how that plays out because he's still pretty good. Next, this is a roadmap of the rest of 2023. So December's not on here. Let me read to you what all is happening. So you see how it says 9, 10, 11? Guess what? September, October, November. So in September, there is going to be a new season held, which is the Gamera season. A new total attack battle. Oh, I didn't even talk about it. Gamera is the all-star battle leader for September. There's going to be challenge battle held. There's going to be battle piece participation. It's Gamera. Ultimate Godzilla Pass starts. We'll talk about that in a second. And then it says big information. We're not in September yet, so today's stream was not the big information. Later in September, it's going to be big information. October, a new season. There's going to be an all-star battle. There's going to be a new challenge battle. So that's the egg mode, all-star battle, and the regular shit. Battle piece participation. Duh. And then it says alternative editions in the blue. It says alternative edition. We're going to talk about that in a second too, because we got clued in on what that is. November, a new season will be held, a new all-star battle will be held, a new challenge battle will be held, new battle piece. And after November, a new function update, which is under development. Now, they did mention on the live stream, because they were looking through viewer-submitted requests or questions, and someone asked about friends list and guilds. They were pretty coy about it. They pretty much just said, guilds and friends list is something in the works, but they're not sure about. Like, it's not like, I don't know if they said it was in development, but they said it's definitely something that they are considering. So November, there seems to be some kind of new function coming to the game. A new feature, a new game mode. I don't know what it is, just a new function. But let's talk about the alternative editions and the ultimate pass. So those are coming up next on our slide. This is the alternate editions. Now, they talked about this for a little bit. No, I don't want to go back. I wanted this slide. I'm going to translate what it says on the bottom. Or it says new piece, new battle piece with a different version, alternative editions. And it says on the bottom, reproduce the other side of participating monsters and implement them as new battle pieces with different performance techniques and costs. We're not entirely certain what this means. Here is the gist of what we understand. You are going to be able to take a character that you have and swap them out for a different version of that character, maybe even at a different rarity. I believe that they are doing this solely because they do not know a good enough way to implement Super Mecha Godzilla. I would have just made him his own unit and a 4-star. They are now letting you swap around characters. I guarantee you, because it comes out in October, I guarantee you that this drops and Super Mechagodzilla drops, and you can just swap out the regular Mechagodzilla for Super Mechagodzilla. So, from my understanding, let's take GD9 as an example. Right now, GD9 is a 3-star, 7-cost monster, right? We've known him, we loved him, we've had him forever. What this is looking to me like, based on this picture, is that starting in October, hypothetically speaking, you will be able to swap out your close-range G89 for a long-range one that utilizes his beams. Okay? His rarity could change. He could become a 4-star. And then he'll have a new ability. Maybe he's a 5-cost. So existing characters, you will be able to swap them out for new versions of them that can have higher rarity, lower rarity, new abilities, new animations, new skins perhaps, and different moves and stuff. So they've hinted at 5. Destroya with the horn slice, the variable slicer. And he can do that as a leader. He can't do it as a unit. Maybe he's going to be able to do it as a unit. G89 is getting a hint with the laser beam. Space Godzilla, don't know what his is. Maybe it's all the crystals. He already has a ton of crystals and he has that laser beam, so I don't know what it could be. They show here King Caesar with the eye lasers, and then they show Kiryu here on the ground. Maybe that means he's going to be a melee unit, like in the movie when he's doing like all that punching. Could be kind of crazy. This page reads, Alternative Edition battle pieces beware. Different techniques used. Attack motion, appearance, production is different. The cost and the number of units are different. Different performance coming soon. Stay tuned. I believe this is to facilitate Super Mechagodzilla. And then here we have the ultimate search maps that you can choose and get a 4-star battle piece of your choice. And you're going to get G materials. So this is the battle pass. This starts in September. I am unsure of how much it costs. The maps that you get from this, you're going to be getting. It seems like this is just the battle pass, maybe additional gold, additional G materials, and then 5 of the blue maps that let you pick whatever monster you want. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know the cost. We're going to have to wait and see. I am not too keen on purchasing this myself, especially if it's overpriced. But it is worth noting, I did do an evaluation on all the offers, and one 4-star piece equals $5. So even if this is just $5 more than the regular battle pass, and you're paying $1 per 4-star, that's a really good deal. It is a really good deal, especially because you can pick them. But we're going to have to wait and see on what the deal is with that. So that is all of the highlighted information from the stream. The Gamera and Gyaos stuff is kind of crazy. I'm going to cut this video here, and then when we resume, we're going to be looking at Gamera gameplay. Okay, so I'm back. This is Gamera gameplay. Left side is Gamera as a leader. Right side has Gamera on the field. Let me actually try to maybe make this a little smaller, or maybe move that so you guys can kind of see more. Cool. So there's Gyaos. I missed how much Gyaos cost. Again, I did that on stream too. I missed how much Gyaos cost. Let's go. I'm going back a little bit. Sorry. Gyaos cost 4. Gyaos costs 4. So you place them once, and there's 2 of them. And then you'll see as the battle goes on, they die and everything like that. So let's bring out... Let's just fast forward a little bit. The Gyaos kill themselves. Okay, so look. Here's Gamera. He has no special entrance. I was really hoping Gamera would have a special entrance, but he doesn't. So you can see against this Rodan, he's just taking pot shots. He's just sending that Rodan back. There's a battle where he goes up against her. There's a part in the battle where he goes up against King Ghidorah, and it's kind of like ridiculous to watch. I think it's about to happen. So watch. Here's Gamera doing his melee attack on the Megalon. His melee attack is not very strong, but his ranged attack. Look at that. Look at this. He kept that King Ghidorah away. Look, bam, sent him back. So he's a lot just like Kamen Rider, but he's a way beefier. He's way beefier. I want to try to find the portion of the battle where they use the leader abilities. But it's kind of crazy. His leader ability costs 3. We went over that earlier in the video, but I am blocking it. The leader ability is right behind me right here. But we'll see in a second. I missed it when we were streaming because I was just chatting and all that stuff. But like, look at the Gyaos. Now there's the big Gyaos. I told you the big one was going to show up. There it is. Very sick. Very sick. I'm pumped, dude. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for this. Like, I'm not a huge Gamera fan. I only recently started watching the movies, and I didn't even make it through all of them. I'm still in the Showa era. But Gamera is pretty sick. And I'm really happy that he's in the game. We're making history here, making Godzilla history, right? So let's fast forward the battle a little bit. Okay, so this Gamera used their leader ability. I missed it by a few seconds. Okay, so look. Okay, so here it is on the left side. Coming up. Look right above me. There's the cone. Huge AoE, or huge range. And it's just a bunch of fireballs. But we did not see the damage to the flyers. But I believe... So it actually has a really short time. I think we'll probably measure it, right? So let's go. How much time does YouTube jump ahead? 10 seconds? Oh, so Gamera's ability lasts for 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cool. It took me 16 10-second things to get up there. So what is it, like a 160-second? I don't know. Here's it again. Okay, so look, all the flyers on the enemy side got defense down from Gamera. All the flyers on the enemy team got defense down from Gamera. It's kind of nuts. And his leader range is really far. His leader range to attack, like even with his regular leader attack, but just like his ability, his normal ability in general is like super, super far away. Now, the Gyaos spawning is a little misleading because Gyaos, when you go to place them, only has 2, but then the whole flock spawns in. You know, so you might miscalculate and be like, oh, there's only 2 Gyaos. No, you have more. But like, look at this. Gamera is a pretty good counter to the flyers, but he doesn't have an AoE. His fireballs are single target. So units like King Ghidorah, you know, might be fine. GMK for sure. The 4th Angel for sure. The 10th Angel for sure. Like, AoE units are going to be really big next season. Because Gyaos is a 4-cost swarm that flies. That's not hard. That's not easy to mess around with, right? So you're going to need a lot of AoE. You got to be packing for that one. Okay, so where's Gamera's attack range? Look at Gamera's range. He's hitting that other Gamera right there. Very sick. And then this Mothra is going to blow a crazy lead right here. It's ridiculous. Mothra's about to lose. But yeah, dude, Gamera looks awesome. I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. I'm stoked. This looks ridiculous. It's Godzilla history here. Gamera and Godzilla are collabing in a Godzilla game. I mean, they were in that one Japanese game with all the Kaiju, like Ultraman and Evangelions were in it too. But this is like a Godzilla game. We have got Godzilla, Kong, Ultraman, Evangelion, Kamen Rider, Gamera. Everyone's here, dog. It's like Smash. But that's what I got for you guys today. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to be making content on all the Gamera stuff as it comes through. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.